90.9. Look at that. Look at that. Good morning, fellas. Day 3 of getting shredded. And we've hit a new low. Like a real low. Like crazy low. The last lowest I've hit was 91.2. Today I woke up 90.9. It said 90.8 before I turned the camera on when I actually stepped on the scale. But I'm not going to argue about the 0.1 gram, alright? But I'm really happy about that. That means everything's in the right direction. Really happy about that. It was meant to be a rest day today. I decided yesterday, I was like, do you know what? I really need a rest. I feel like stuff just isn't right. Yada. I feel a bit run down. Guess what? Woke up today, had a look at my Whoop. Take a look at the stats. Sleep on point. Recovery on point. Now, this, I feel like I am recovered. Like before looking at the Whoop, I feel like I was recovered. Now the Whoop has confirmed it. Now, this is going to be the first time I'm going to just listen to something like a Whoop and be like, do you know what? I'm going to try it out. I'm going to see if the fact that it's telling me that I'm peak recovery actually means something, right? Because if it does, then I can use it as a gauge when I don't really feel like, you know, I can train that day. But if I go train today and it's just the worst session of my life and I feel weak and I feel like it's just really bad, then I just won't use it as a gauge. But since I have it, and since it's telling me I had a really good night's sleep, I had a really good recovery, I had a really good this, that, and the other. My heart rate's nice and low. That means like stress is quite low. We'll see. We're gonna see what happens. All right. So let's get the breakfast rolling. I'm gonna have the same breakfast. So we're talking 6 turkey rashers. We're talking some Special K. Let's get it cooking. I need to get my dressing gown on because it's actually quite cold. Do I or do I not look swole? You lads might have some bright ideas about what to have in the morning. Obviously, I'm having these turkey rashers and I'm having 6 of them. It's quite expensive, by the way. This is like, I think this is like £2.50 or £3. So I'm literally just like throwing money in the bin. If there's anything else you can think of, please let me know. I know the hex sausages exist. I have some in the fridge, and I might have them. So there's this, the turkey rashers, the hex sausages. What else? Like I don't want to have chicken in the morning. I could, but have chicken like after on the normal day, right after the gym and stuff. Beef doesn't really go in the morning. Let me know. Is there any alternatives? Like any sort of pork or something, or some sort of magical stuff you guys found? Because if you did, there's a lot of you that like do bodybuilding and whatever, so just please let me know. And when it becomes like a little bit of a chore to have, it's not gonna be the best time, because as soon as stuff starts becoming a chore, it starts to take willpower to have it, and then there's only a limited amount of willpower that this man has, and then it's not gonna be great. All right, we're gonna do a physique update at the gym today. I'm gonna like try and just like strip in the gym, by the way, so if you want to see me naked, just keep watching the video. But by the way, I have this. I bought these Special K with like chocolate bits. Now the macros, listen to this. The regular Special K, per 100 grams, 392 calories, right? The ones with chocolate, per 100 grams, 410 calories. Difference, 20 calories, not crazy. Then, the only difference really in macros here is that these have a little less carb, like a smidge less fiber and protein, like literally like 0.5 of a gram, and they just have 4 grams more of fat, but they have chocolate bits in them. Do you see my dilemma? If it's chocolate, then surely it will be banging, but I don't wanna, not yet. I'm not a wit's end with sweet stuff. When I like really, I'm just struggling. On one morning I wake up and I'm like, this is it. I'm gonna just like take these out as a little special weapon, even though they're literally like the same calories. Take them out as a special weapon and have those just that once or twice. Even though the calories are the same, like when you're on a diet, I find if I have like a lot of tasty food, like for example yesterday, right? We went to KFC, right? You didn't see that. We went to KFC. I'm well within my calories, and I just had some hot wings, right? And then as soon as I had those hot wings, because they are such like hyper palatable food, where you just sit there and they're really high fat and they're salty and they're super tasty. As soon as I had those, I had thoughts in my mind. I was like, do you know what? Fuck this diet. I feel like just going to McDonald's and getting myself like a triple cheeseburger. I feel like going to McDonald's and getting myself a McFlurry, swinging around the drive-thru at KFC and getting myself a crusher. Like having like really good tasting foods on a diet, it seems to like just accelerate my hunger for like the nicer foods. So I'm just gonna stick to the blander ones for now, and then when stuff really gets tough, I'm gonna have to promise myself as like a treat within my calories, I'm gonna have something that's like good, right? Like something tasty, like something like this. It's still bland, but once you get to the point where you're like, you're just dying for anything, that becomes like the bad food. But it's still bland. Does that make sense? And I need to not go to KFC, like, just for that reason. Because it really just tests my willpower. We went to Nando's a few days back, and then as you walk out of Nando's as well, there is a restaurant called Casper's. I don't know if you guys know what it is. And it's just like sweets, shakes, ice cream, cookies, waffles, these like delicious bowls of like cookie dough. Oh lads, it's not looking good. And we walked past like after Nando's, and you just have like really salty food, and then I was like, oh, do you know what would be really nice right now? 1,000 calories of a cookie bowl. I didn't go in, I didn't do it, but it was really weighing me down. It just happens all the time. With me and Lucy especially, because we're like, oh, what's one day?
What's one day?
What's one day? What's one day of having crack?
And we're like such a bad influence on each other as well.
Yeah, because I have...
You've got a savoury tooth and I've got a sweet tooth.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, let's go Nando's. We have Nando's, and then Lucy's like, let's go Casper's. Flavour of the day, hydration tablet flavour of the day, pineapple and mango. Bosh. I think I had a pink grapefruit yesterday, pineapple and mango today. I also have one after the gym, after I like stop recording. I just throughout the day, I just have like another one, just to like, number one, flavour the water, and number two, just to make sure that my electrolytes are all topped up, because after the gym, I just have like a diet drink with my post-workout meal. It's not really the best, right? Like in terms of electrolytes, so I just bang another one of these next to me, and I drink it as I just like do whatever. So yeah, breakfast. There is a problem, and I've kind of spoken about this problem already, but this almond milk is really not tickling my fancy. Well, it's alright, but the problem, it's got that like, I like almond milk on its own, but it seems to like not go with the cereal. Like the nutty flavour of the almond milk. Something doesn't add up here. I think I might just be best off going with skim milk. It's probably gonna be the same calories, no? Thereabouts. We're gonna have to tweak the formula. It's still delicious with the cinnamon like dusting and a little bit of sweetness, but something ain't right. Something ain't right, at least today. I'm not quite sure what they put in these, like these turkey rashers. I'll be honest, because there's just something, they're like smoked. It's just protein. It's the same as chicken, right? It's even leaner because it's turkey, but it tastes so good. Like I said this before, but overcooking it a little bit. Take a look at that, take a look at that. See the little crust? You can get like textures out of it, right? It's really, really good. Really, really good. I know I said I want alternatives. It will eventually get boring, so please let me know. But for now, it even crosses my mind sometimes to just have it, like instead of chicken. Like, so instead I just have a normal meal. Have this instead of the chicken because this has its own like, such a special, unique flavor. How can you go wrong for just like 80 calories? Oh no, it's not 80 calories. It's just, it's like nothing, but it's something. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Anyways, got my electrolytes here. Supplements. All right, I've got omega-3s in my hand. I've got some D3s. I'm gonna take those together because they're like soft gel capsules. Then I've got multivitamin, K2, zinc, and magnesium. All of the stuff, all of the vitamins are from my protein. It's January. They've got a sale on for all the newbies, so the prices are really low. Use code DaveTrains. You get it even cheaper. It's all fun and games. Everybody wins, right? Because their sales are like up and down, up and down, up and down. But I was told in January, stuff's really cheap because, well, everybody who wants to buy some gym stuff is gonna, be like, where do I go to get some protein powder? Where do I go to get some, I don't know, vitamins? My protein, they know that. They made it low. The sale's on. Have a look. It's worth looking because the vitamins are pretty good. I've got something here that came from Amazon. I'm gonna show you in a bit. Really important. Really cool, really sick, can't wait. I'm gonna show you this in a minute.
Same shit, different day. Different hat as well.
Actually, yeah, different hat, thanks.
Yeah, I left my black one in Dave's car, so now I have to wear this beige one. What do you guys think?
Good fit?
Apparently it feels like -2 outside, so I feel like I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
Even though I just saw someone running down the street in shorts.
But there's always a guy, no matter how cold it is, always a guy in shorts and a t-shirt. Because some guys don't get cold, and also some guys don't feel spiced because they have little man syndrome and they also have masculinity problems.
Tiny little
You're gonna make up for it by thinking you're tough. by saying I'm not
I
cold.
don't get cold. Sorry, I don't get cold. And also when I go to Nando's, I order the hottest thing on the menu because I don't even feel it.
Do you guys feel the spice? Because I don't.
Sorry, this like isn't even spicy.
I'm just
yet.
too tough.
Why don't they just like get something spicier on the menu? Because I can't feel it.
See you later, Lou.
Bye.
Bye, G. Alrighty, look what I bought. Look what I bought. Look what I bought. I said it's important. It is to me. Because I'm starving. Look at this. Monosodium glutamate. What's from MSG, lad? Basically, this is like umami, whatever you wanna, however you wanna say it. Basically, this is like what makes food taste like crack. It's just a flavor enhancer to the max. Some people use it just like as a replacement for salt because it's salty in itself, but then it's got like some properties. I don't know what it is, but it makes stuff taste really good, really good. I had aromat on my food, right? And it's just like an all-purpose savory seasoning, is what it says. And it's got MSG in it, so if you look at the back, let me have a look. Flavor enhancer, open bracket, monosodium glutamate, close bracket, which is basically what makes food taste really good. And you can just buy the actual ingredient in bulk. Posted a TikTok about it, and everyone was like, just get MSG, bro. I was like, alright, mate, I got some MSG. So, this is gonna make my food taste like crack. I don't know if there an opening. Yeah. There doesn't seem to be an opening. I'm gonna have to like scissor it and put it in some sort of container. But I'm gonna give you a review when we come back from the gym today, because obviously I'm gonna make my food and I'm just gonna put loads of it. Well, not loads of it, but I am gonna put loads of it on, just because I'm gagging for some flavors. Pump, pre-workout, Bosch Overdrive, another little additive pump. By the way, for all of you that have had it, not a lot of you like the flavor of the pump, and you say it kind of tastes like crap. I don't know what you're talking about. Fair enough, mate. If you don't like the flavor, that's fine. I've already spoken to the manufacturers, and we are gonna tweak the flavor again. So I'm gonna get more samples. They're gonna try and fix it, and we're just gonna work on the flavor. So because a lot of people have said we don't like the flavor. Fine. If you don't like the flavor, we'll fix it, and then we'll make new flavors. No problem. I'm here to help. All right. If you don't like it, I don't mind it. It tastes like I've had. Who was it? Joel said it tastes like. Oh, what is it? Those like sweets. Those like dry, chalky sweets. Like the Love Hearts. He said it tastes like Love Hearts. I don't mind it. I think mixed with Overdrive, I think it tastes really good on its own. It kind of just tastes like pink lemonade. That isn't great. Do you know what I mean? It can't taste too good because basically the ingredients, if you have any pump formula, like if you try any pump formula on the market, all of them have this weird taste because the ingredients that are like L-citrulline, nitrosogene, glycosize, red night especially, because it's beetroot extract, it gives it like this just weird flavor, but it's just a necessary evil. If you want a good loaded product, that's just the price you pay. The taste isn't going to be the best. Like there's stuff like Overdrive's amazing. It tastes really good, but that's because it doesn't have that like all the other pump ingredients in it. But the pump is a little bit of a different story, mate. All right, but we are going to fix it. Not that it's broken, but it can be improved. How about that? Because I didn't mind it, but you people do. So there you go. There I am. Agenda for today: biceps, easy bar curls, followed by lat pull downs, followed by more dumbbell curls, followed by dumbbell rows. That's the session, and then 15 minutes of cardio. We're gonna be pretty swift because we've got a podcast. You know, the Boys Podcast. If you guys don't know, go on YouTube, type in the Boys Podcast. We are gonna change the name because it's a bit. It's me, Joel, and Max. Maxie lives. We got a pod, so that's happening at 5:30 in London because I need to get to the studio, and it's 12:30 right now. So I've got 5 hours to train, eat, get on the train, hop into London. But we are gonna meet the boys. We were meant to have Kai Sheps on as a guest on the podcast today, but he's caught the Rona, so he's feeling like really ill, and he hasn't recovered. He caught it like a few days ago because he was on holiday. He still hasn't recovered till today. So shame. Also, it's probably best that he doesn't come because if he's really ill, I'm not a fan of getting ill, so it's probably best that he doesn't come. But we'll get him on either next podcast or the next podcast because we have a few people that we want to get on the pod lined up. And if you do have anyone that you want on the podcast, let me know in the comments as well. Because why not? We're just going to have them sit down, have a little chat, ask them a few questions. You get to know them a little bit more. You get to listen to us yap, as if you don't get enough of me yapping every single day. But yeah, the podcast is fun. We're gonna get there. I don't like being on trains, to be completely honest. I drove to London last time, and not only did I get a parking fine, I also spent like, so to get to London on a train, it's like an hour and 10 minutes. To drive, it took me like 2 hours because it was traffic, and it's like the studio is literally in central London. I don't know why I drove there. I parked in some random space, got a parking fine. No, not to mention, I drove in the R8. Apparently ULEZ compliant. How is that? A 5.2 litre V10, ULEZ compliant. You tell me. It literally, I have no idea. The emissions are probably through the roof, and apparently it's ULEZ compliant. But yeah, I got a fine. It was absolute, just literally, not only did we pay for the podcast, I had to pay for a fine, I had to pay congestion charges, and then I had to pay with my time, which was just ages to get there. Oh, it's not even, and also driving in central London is like the scariest thing ever, because people in London just drive like this past each other everywhere. It's not great. Anyways, I'm gonna sink the rest of this. I'm gonna have to have a quick poo. I can feel it in my stomach. I need a quick poo, and then we're off to the races, lad. Let's get it! The whoop wasn't wrong. The whoop was spot on. If I knew I'm in for this much of a treat of a session, mate, that was me thinking I'm gonna take a rest day today. Absolutely no reason to. Absolutely no reason to. All right, it was off to a little bit of a slow start, but as soon as I did my first set, number one, I hit PR on my curls. How is that possible? I have no idea. The first set, I went to failure, and I've got 4 sets lined up. With the first set, I went to failure. I got 20 reps, which I'm pretty sure I've never done before with a 35 kilo bar. Just to let you know, pretty crazy. Felt like I was like, yeah, this is fucking, everything was good. The combination of the sleep, hydration formula, overdrive pump, it was all hitting me, mate. Fantastic, mate. So good. This is, I believe, set number 3, and they were just absolutely spot on. My training just felt so good today. I'm so glad I went into the gym. And you always feel good after going to the gym anyways, do you know what I mean? So 4 sets, I kept it between 15 and 20 reps. This is the last set where I also took it to failure. I was just feeling real good. I put my hands up. I felt really, really good, and I just can't help myself. I just love going to failure. I just love the way it feels. And then I did a little drop set, so I go from the 35 kilo bar down to the 15 kilo bar, so like a half weight increase, maybe a little bit more than half, you know what I mean? And I just pump it until I literally, my biceps just can't move it anymore. Literally till I can't move it anymore. But that was really good. After that, my biceps were written off. But not quite, because I still got to hit them again. Lat pull downs, sets between 12 and 15. I did 4 of them. I had to lower the weight today, which, you know how it is. I spoke to you about this. I was like, eventually I'm gonna get to a point where I have to lower the weight, and I'm still swinging a little bit, and it's still not perfect, but it is what it is. I made sure that, I mean, like the bottom portion of the rep doesn't matter that much, like crazy. It's all about getting like a big weighted stretch with whatever you're training. Like whatever exercise you're doing, it's all about the weighted stretch. Like that top portion of the lift where you're getting that little extra stretch under load. That's where most of hypertrophy happens. It's not in the bottom, which is also why like force negatives, cheat reps are good as long as you keep control of the weight that you're using. So like, don't be afraid to do some cheat reps at the end of your sets. If it's getting like really difficult, get a little bit of body English but make sure you control the eccentric. Perfect. Cheat on these concentric, control the eccentric, bosh. Amazing, mate. Strap into your curls. I'm gonna say it again. I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again. Strap into your curls. Literally, the connection, it's like I've got like laser vision into my biceps. It's really weird. Because before, my forearms would take over and I just couldn't hack it. But now I strap in and it's exclusively my biceps. I did 4 sets of 15 to 20, and on my last set I did a little drops over the 10 kilos, which you can see here, and I took it until I couldn't move anymore. A little bit of posing going down here. Leaner, definitely leaner. Like some of these poses, they're leaner, they're way leaner than day 1, which has only been a few days on YouTube, right? Hit a little side chest here. This is more of a, I don't know if I even hit that right, but I also was hitting these poses before doing my last exercise like an absolute idiot. So I had to go back like cold and dry into doing like dumbbell rows. I got the 47 kilo dumbbells here. Dumbbell rows are cracked, mate. Make sure you keep your elbows cranked by your body and pull. Really good. Make sure you get that weighted stretch at the bottom. You can see me just really getting that stretch. Keep your chest up. Amazing exercise. I did 3 sets of 12 to 15 as well. Nice and high rep. Just making sure I'm getting the blunder muscle, making sure I'm getting a nice stretch, pump in, last set to failure. All right, fellas, cardio time. 15 minutes, as always. By the way, I spent like a solid 15 minutes posing. Like, what am I doing? I got Lucy involved, and I was like trying to get all this stuff, mate. It's weird because I did my, I was posing, and I was like, wait a minute, I literally have rows left. What am I doing? Like doing this right now? It took me completely out of my session, and then went back into doing rows. So it's all good. It's just silly. I should have done the rows, then done my like bullshit. Either way, 15 minutes on the bike. Let's go. No time lapses. Actually, do you know what? Let's roll the time lapse. So I'll prove to you that I'm doing it. All right? I'm not slacking. I promise. That's why we're getting leaner. I'm like exponentially leaner today than I was yesterday. It's really good. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That was good. That was all right. That was good. You know what? That was good. I was dreading the cardio a little bit, but turns out pretty good. Just sat there, watched a YouTube video. Usually I listen to music and I go really hard, but I figured, I was like, do you know what? Let's just, I watched a few videos, and just through experience as well, I've noticed, obviously, the harder you go on cardio, the harder, you know, it is to recover from. So the easier I'm gonna go, the more likely I am to, number one, do it, and number two, do more of it. So there's gonna come a point where I am shredded, right? And I wanna go deeper. And what do I do now, right? I've got 15 minutes of cardio after the session. I can add another session in, or I can increase the length. And then after that, I have to reduce food, or I have to increase intensity. But if my intensity on my cardio is already high, then you see the problem, right? So lower the intensity on the cardio, taking it a little bit slower, right? Still getting absolutely peeled. You can, do you know what I mean? Getting absolutely peeled. But I'm gonna have more variables to play with if times get tough. Because at the moment I'm eating around 2,600 calories. I'm trying to get it as low as possible. Realistically, if I have a day where I'm like, oh, I've got 2,400 calories eaten today and I feel good and I've hit my protein and my fats, I leave it there. But that's sort of the plan. Just trying to have as many variables to play with as possible later on, because when stuff gets tough is when like you have to play around with the little things that like make a big difference. And it's inevitable that my fatigue is going to be high. It's inevitable that I'm going to be starving. It's inevitable that I'm going to have cravings. But if you're ready for those things and you have other variables to play with, it's going to be easier to go ahead and do that. Same thing with bulking. You just flip the script, right? But I need to get home. I need to be quick at home. I think I'm only going to grab a quick little snack, or maybe I'll cook a meal. I don't know yet. And then I got to go to the studio in London, like I said. We're going to meet Joel. We're going to meet Max. You're going to see them. Apparently, Nathaniel Messiah has last-minute stand-in on the podcast, because Kyle was meant to come in, but like I said, he's ill. So Nathaniel Messiah is going to come on the podcast. Really good. I'm sure he's got loads of interesting things to talk about. I'm excited to have a little chat with him. It's going to be a good time. Let's get home. I'll see you guys in a sec. Today's post-workout is going to be a little bit different. We are having Bosch. Ingredient number 1, chicken. Classic. 200 grams of chicken breast. We are having one whole pack of broccoli, which is going to be steamed, and I'm going to put some MSG on it. And we are having a pack of these potatoes. Basically, these potatoes are from Aldi, right? They're like 300 calories. They're about 300 and some change, I think, or maybe just under 300. I put these in a microwave. They cook in like 8 minutes, and then I put them on the pan, fry them a little bit, because they've got like a tiniest bit of butter on them. Bang them on the pan, fry them up a little bit to get a little bit more texture on them, and they're banging. So, chicken, broccoli, potato, nice and filling, and then I've got to cook this up ASAP because we've got to run to the studio. So, let's get on with it. Without further ado, right, fellas, here's what we're working with. Look at that. Got chicken, broccoli, potatoes. Everything's covered in MSG, by the way. So let's. Okay. Tastes really good, by the way. Got that. There's 200 grams of chicken, one of those pots of potatoes, and then a whole lot of broccoli. I'm going to show you the plate again. That's what the plate looks like. I'm going to crack on with this. I've got to leave in literally 15 minutes, so I'm going to eat this as quickly as possible, and then we're off to the studio. All right. I've also got 2 light drinks. I've got a knock-off Sprite and a knock-off Fanta. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, about time, mate. What's up? How are you, lads?
Alright.
Going to say, Joel?
Nathaniel's here.
Nathaniel's here already?
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming, okay.
He's coming.
Alright. We're here.
No beard.
No beard.
Yeah.
We're meant to have Kai, like I said, I already said in the video. Meant to have Kai. And we've got We got Nathaniel in the last minute.
I'm stood skiing.
Literally sweating like a prick, by the way. Crazy. But anyways, I need to go for a piss. I've been busting for a piss for the last 30 minutes. There's me rushing. Nathaniel's literally late.
You good?
Were you just in the gym, right?
Yeah, I went gym. Yeah. Where? Yeah. I was at Kings. I went Kings, came home, showered. What? Shit's gonna. Oh. And then came here now. So yeah, bro, big leg session, bench and that. Bro, he's rapping. Listen, man. Listen, productivity. And
yeah,
that.
Of course.
Did you train today?
Yeah, of course.
Where did you train?
I did pool.
Me and Minjo were kind of stressing too.
Yeah, they both had a rest day. You had any caffeine or anything?
Yeah, I had a little coffee.
Little Lucozade?
Nah, a little. It was on YouTube.
I've seen that all over my fucking phone the other day. Like, they've been everywhere.
Adam's like...
Yeah,
Adam's pushing it like crazy.
Yeah. It's actually doing proper well.
They're really good.
Oh.
Really good.
Not as good as mine are going to be, mate. Hey.
That's it.
Not if that...
Alright, we're going to get to work, right?
Pump formula's got any
Work, by the way.
any sign.
I think that's all I have. I just came back, I had some food. The podcast was really good. Nathaniel was great. Not much more to say. I hope you subscribe. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you like the video. And I'll see you tomorrow, just like always, alright? Much love.